to get your tea, to find stuff to laugh at all night, keep you sleep deprived. The thing you go to when you want to find opinions that aren't your own, but to express them, it's social media. That's the short answer, social media. And we all use it to either boast about ourselves or look at information or just to find something. And yes, social media is the quickest route for information, but it's also a double-edged sword because information can be false. It can be aggressive information. It could be all different types of things that can hurt you or just mislead you. But at the same time, it also can lead in a good way by giving information that is needed at a fast pace and free to everyone to see. The drawbacks of social media being at your fingertips, however, are very, very outweighed by the good. The dilemma of social media right now is the usage of it. It's used every day in almost every way to the point where it's required in schools. But it can also very much damage the self-image of others because of the way they might express themselves and the way people might take that expression and put it at a higher standard than it is because it's not what they look like or what they are like. And it will affect future generations because that's all they will know. And to the point where they will lose their perception of reality and online. And it's a straight up addiction. And that's all according to pros and cons of social media on the article. The misconception that the world's technology is just evolving, getting more convenient, but does that mean we abuse it and let it control our youth and growing adults? That's where parents can come in. They can improve their child's life online, set boundaries right away with your child. First iPhone, it starts there. Have conversation with your child on why some things should be kept private. Improve their safety online and how to keep their real life a model of how they should be online. Model the behavior that you want to see in your child. Take your time to engage with your children too, as well. Engaging with your children will show them that real life is not something that can be substituted with reality. If parents contribute to the areas the solution will be long-term and can be solved. The reality of it is that if you see your child on your phone all the time, think back. Did you do that recently? Do you make sure that your child sees you on your phone all the time? Now, if it's the opposite, then what could have been the child's actions to follow that way? And you have to figure that out. And then online, if you recklessly give your child an iPhone or any kind of device, then that is already going down spiral because they can be victims of bullying, scams, and other things that they're not aware of. But being aware of their privacy concerns and be proactive and also enforcing cybersecurity so bullying doesn't happen and other stuff that can also endanger the child and you, then there's a lot of solutions to that and can prevent a lot of bad situations. But now our generation is probably far gone, but we still have the future. Social media. We don't have to rely on it because there's other things that can be productive to us that we can focus on. You can't relax on social media. But even though that's true, there's always an alternative. And what I would do with my child to basically enforce social media in a way that won't harm them or have a great chance of not harming them would, at some point, I would, let it slide. Maybe let it just get to that point during high school. More elevated stage, brain development is better, understanding common sense is at a better point. I'll also try to show the behavior that I would expect from my child by using it myself, so they know the privileges of it. Now, from the time you go home and when you have a child at some point and they're getting their first phone, remember, self-image and time shouldn't be focused on social media. Don't be blind on the effects of social media. They can have very bad effects on us and our future generations. Knowing that your actions can reflect in your children, you should know that those are important signals that you should try to guide in a very safe direction. Next time you read a caption like a photo or scroll for 16 hours thinking that you're angry about your kid in school and them not doing what you're supposed to do, think about what you did and how that might have influenced them.